What's good? It's your girl KourtneyDee chilling with the TshirtPusha. Y'all gotta get with the brand. He got t-shirts, long sleeves, crop tops. If you not fucking with it, you behind on your latest fashion. Once again, KourtneyDee chilling with the TshirtPusha.
Alright, we got KourtneyDee in the building. You know, we about to kick off this interview. So, what made you start rapping?
Well, my brother, he older than me. He make music. He's been making music for the longest. I used to hang with him. Him and his homeboys used to just sit back and kick freestyles. And that's basically how music started for me. All freestyles, and then I started writing, became a poet, and I just ran with it.
And you from Houston, correct?
For sure, Mo City to the T.
What was it like growing up in Mo City?
Shit, Mo City is a whole nother culture outside of Houston. Like, that's what people don't even understand. Like, where I grew up in Richmond, fought where that boy Zero from.
Yeah.
I seen a little bit of this, a little bit of that, seen Bloods getting shot, seen Crips getting popped, like, you know what I'm saying, drugs being sold, people ODing on the corners. But my block specifically, it was a good-ass block. So, I grew up around people who actually cared about the youth, who cared about their children, who actually took out the time to teach us right from wrong. So in the midst of all that violence, I like to say, I still grew up a nice way in the age.
I feel you. So, what or who was the inspiration that made you want to start writing music, doing poetry, do everything that you do?
My very first influence, I would have to say, definitely came from Lauryn Hill. The miseducation of Lauryn Hill was a game changer. Like, for anybody who loves poetry or music, then after her, I basically started listening to people like Nas and Rakim. And if we're going to look at people in our generation, my favorite is J. Cole. Drake got lyrics here and there. He bring the emotional side to hip-hop. So, I got a lot of influences, but Lauryn Hill was definitely the starting point.
So, what lyric or song from Lauryn Hill that actually made you start rapping? Like, what was that push from Lauryn Hill that made you want to do what you do?
Well, my favorite song by Lauryn Hill is Doo-Wop. That thing. In one particular bar, it's the whole song. I mean, she opened up the song speaking from a woman's perspective and how women idolize things that were, well, should I say black women idolize things that did not originally come from our culture, and how we became obsessed with the materialistic and fake things. And then she goes to how men, they went from having this value and these standards to the culture shifting because they start idolizing, fake things too. And I feel like that was just the realest song written at that time, because no female artist actually opened their heart and told facts about the black culture and how they basically personify, things from other cultures and try to incorporate it into ours when we are our own culture that people actually try to take from. So
Correct. So, what I heard you say something about J. Cole. What is the connection from J. Cole and Lauryn Hill?
J. Cole the realest. But if we're going to speak from Lauryn Hill to J. Cole, they both have that poetic side of them when they make their music. And I'm a poet first before a musician. That's how I gained my love for music, through poetry. So the poetic side of him always has caught my heart. But the thing about J. Cole and why I feel like he's so underrated is because he's so realistic. 90s hip-hop, the early 2000s, that's when people were definitely feeling more realistic music. Nowadays, this generation, they don't want real. They want everything to be sugar-coated to them and told so they can play by their rules, when that's not what life is. So J. Cole, he just the realest. There's no explanation.
When you hear the top 5 rappers in the game as of today,
Yikes.
who would be your top 5?
My top 5. J. Cole. Childish Gambino.
Okay.
He got soul.
Okay.
And that's what this generation is missing. He got soul, hands down. I'm going to give it to Drake as number 3, because he got diversity in his music. He could speak on being real. He could speak on his emotions. He could speak on, different cultures.
Right.
People like to call him a culture vulture, but it's more or less he understands these different cultures and incorporate it into who he is, so to speak. Oh, man. Who? Chance the Rapper.
I was going to say, don't forget my boy Chance.
I can't forget Chance. And Chance creativity is just through the roof.
He really changed the game.
I mean, he's the first man to openly, in our generation, as an independent artist, speak about God.
Right.
to a whole nother creative level where people are like, dang, did this dude really just give us a whole lesson on life and still rap about, you know, what he does? Like, how does that happen? So definitely him for his creativity. And if I had number 5, this is a tough one now. We're gonna say that one.
So we was talking before the interview, and I gotta ask, when is your EP dropping? When is the EP dropping?
Honestly, January 28th. That's a great date. Don't ask no questions, and I won't have to tell no lies. But January 28th, KourtneyDee will be dropping an EP, so y'all stay tuned, because I promise y'all will love it.
What makes January 28th a special day?
Man, January 28th, 2 of my best friends' birthdays that day, J. Cole's birthday that day. I mean, why not just drop something on one of my favorite idols' day? Why not? Gotta give respect to the man.
Okay. So what is the EP called?
No title right now.
No title.
That is.
How about you just leave it at that?
Nah.
you want to get a title? You want to get a title?
It's gonna have a title, just because of the variety that I'm bringing to y'all. The different word selections, the songs itself, they're different. You won't listen to it and get one consistent sound from me. So that's the best part about my music. It's a wide variety. But just know it's on some enlightened, higher power thinking. So make sure y'all are opening your eyes and not your eyes when you listen to it.
So when you talk about higher and opening, all that, is B.O.B. one of your type of rappers?
I vibes with B.O.B. tough.
Okay.
I would definitely have to say he's one of my influences too. Crazy thing is, this morning before I actually came to the interview, I was listening to his Earth and his Water project. So definitely have to say he got an influence on this tape too.
Okay. But when you being from Houston, you know, being from H-Town, from H-Town, what's your 3 favorite rappers that came out of Houston?
Man, H-Town it's just a city of greats. Zero definitely going on my list.
Zero.
When I was growing up, he was honestly my biggest influence. Man, it's how you make a Houston favorite list though? Like, ooh, that's just crazy. I'm definitely gonna have to put SUC, the whole clan on there.
Okay.
Cause you got Pokey, you got Hawk, you got all man. SUC was dropping in June 27 with Screw. Like they was just doing it at that time. The 90s was all Houston culture. Like, can't take it from them. Number three, myself. Yeah. KourtneyDee.
Okay.
For real, got put on for this.
Okay. So your earlier years in Houston, what was it like growing up? Like what was the motivation of trying to be another come up out of Houston?
Well, I come from a consistent family. I ain't moving around. I lived in the same house 19 years. So that's all I know. I'm really good with consistency. But I would like to think that like the experiences that I've been through, a lot of people not willing to talk about their downfalls. And I feel like that's one of my greatest assets. I speak on my downfalls so that people can learn from the things that I went through to just try to save somebody else from going through what I went through. You know, one thing I do know is music is the thing that you would want to create in order to share your experiences. But it's like, I don't want to be a typical Houston rapper. You know, the typical Houston rapper, the culture is there. Like, you hear the culture in my music when you hear it. But I'm not the typical Houston rapper. I like the intricate part of making music. I like the lightning part of making music. I like the thought of sharing knowledge with people through my music. I don't want to just always be like, hold up, man, you know what I'm saying? When I pull up from the H, it's a great state type music. I don't want to make that. I want to be a Houston artist who embraces the culture, but also embrace my individuality.
All right, earlier on in the interview, you brought up June 27th. most of the people that's not from Houston, they would see that as a not a getaway, but like a, you know, that's like a anthem for Houston.
Of course.
Okay, when you think of June 27, what do you think about since you from Houston?
I think about nights cruising in the H. Got a nice sweet road, windows down, and you just, man, as a matter of fact, hit 45 south from downtown. That's what I think of when I hear June 27. We just finna cruise to the H. I'ma show you my city. I'ma show you a good time. We gonna be lit. We gonna have fun, but we gonna be on some chill shit at the same time. That's what comes to mind. It's just, you gotta embrace all of Houston's culture when you hear this one song. And I mean, like, the lights, the camera, the action, the dark times, like the pull-up drink, the I'ma roll a blunt and chill. That's just, with the serve, I mean, that's just all Houston culture. The lean is original. So when I hear that, I think about getting lit and cruising through my city on some chill shit.
Okay. You know, we all know, everybody from Houston, everybody outside of Houston know that June 27 was made by one of the greatest.
Of course.
How would you feel if I asked, do you want to freestyle on that beat?
Man, I accept any challenge. I do anything for my Houston culture, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So if you drop the beat, I might be able to give you some freestyle.
Let's get it. Hold on.
Yeah. KourtneyDee. Check me out. Look. Hey, I'm from the H. It's a great state. You don't need the bass. I'm the greatest. Who gon' hate? Hey, coming in slow. Hey, riding with my flow. Hey, ripping for the mo. Hey, you know how it go. You can catch me in the Vogue, chilling with that zero. About to pull up a cup and get fucking slumped, cause I like getting fucked up. I'm a college kid. Niggas know I gotta win. And I came down Houston, Texas, but I never sin. Never dropped the pen, got the pad. Are you mad? Why you hating? Nah, nigga, you know it's no debating. Don't even contemplate about the shit that I will speak, cause I could rip your ass up and leave you look like dead meat.
Yeah.
I don't really know no other way to do it. Ripping Houston, Texas, where we love to chop and screw it.
Yeah.
I hop up in my whip, ayy. Got a bad bitch, ayy. Then she gave me lip, then she gave my ass a tip. I ain't even her waitress, but nigga, I know I can make it. And I'm skating on this beat, nigga. Why are you hating? Give me a ball, I'm a boss, so fucking hard. When a nigga came quick, then you know I gotta start. Cause bitches on my dick and I don't even have one. I could hop up on this beat and hit this shit like rerun. I could do this shit for fun. I can do this shit for real. I can talk about a meal. I'ma go and get the grill. I'ma rep for my state, ayy. Rep for my state, ayy. Niggas like to hate, but they cannot complete, ayy. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, ending this interview. But one more question. Do you have a personal message you want to share with the world?
Man, I'ma just be real with y'all. Be yourself. No matter where you at, no matter your circumstances, no matter the situations you go through, be true to you. Because one thing I do know and I've learned being away from home is people flock to your natural character. So don't try to be something that you're not, because that also brings in fake people. In the society we live in, we don't need negative vibes, especially when you got shit going for yourself. So be true to you and keep God first.
It's been nice with this interview. We liked having you.
For sure.
So, yeah, we gonna kick it off.
Stay tuned. January 28th, the EP is dropping, so be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout. KourtneyDee in the building. It's been nice having you.
For sure. TshirtPusha.